8 out of 10 Adani stocks have hit the lower circuit. Pankaj Upadhyay is at the Dalal Street in Mumbai. That's where all the action is right now. So this plunge that we are looking at, Pankaj, 8 out of 10, can you give us more details what's happening there in the market?
Well, I'm right outside the market. We are keeping a close watch as to what is going to happen today. I'll ask my camera person, Mahesh More, to zoom in yet again as to how the markets are reacting today. You know, we are again seeing the fluctuations, from red to green. As I said, red sign definitely not a good sign for the investors at this point of time. And, the price of the share, as the investors also maintain, had fallen below the price they had purchased at. The share was 30% down, lower at what they had purchased at. So, of course, this turns out to be the biggest news of the day. And now the entire money will be given back to the investors. Pooja, the amount of nearly 20,000 crores is like a huge amount, and when the late night the news came in that the FPO had been withdrawn, the market experts clearly asserted that they would have to maintain a wait and watch policy as to what is going to happen today, as to how the markets are going to react today, whether there is going to be a positive effect in the market of the budget, because as I said, by and large yesterday, when we were meeting the market experts, they maintained that it was a welcome budget and the markets had reacted positively to it. Whether during the day, as the hours proceed, whether it is going to be reflected here in the Dalal Street, that really remains to be seen. But as we've seen, a lot of reds in the market right now. Whether this is a result of the withdrawal of the FPO by the Adani group, that really needs to be, scrutinized at this point of time. How are the particular stocks of the Adani group are doing at this point of time? That also needs to be analyzed. And, as the time passes by, we'll try and have a word with the market experts as well as to how they see the present scenario.
Pankaj, keep tracking the latest. So what Pankaj is telling us is also important. Remember, trade has been halted for now. The Adani stocks are tumbling. 8 out of 10 Adani stocks are looking at the lower circuit for now. I want to bring in Abha Bakaya, senior editor with Business Today Television, for the latest on that. We're looking at ports, power, energy, transmission. All of these with regard to the Adani group are witnessing a dip for now. Abha, can you give us the details about 8 out of 10? Which are these 8 stocks that are witnessing a dip right now? Any change in the market that you can see as we are live tracking the latest coming in on the Nifty and the Sensex?
Let's go through it, Pooja. Let's take a look at some of the stocks there. We had Adani Enterprises, which is the main company that we're discussing here. Adani Enterprises is the one that had launched the follow-on public offer, the FPO, for 20,000 crores. That opened 10% higher very briefly before reverse gains, and it's plunged to 10%. And the scrip, in fact, now up till Wednesday had extended losses up to 35%, right? So that's completely plunged. In fact, at this point, the stock is already trading at almost 12 times its 30-day average volume. So the kind of activity you're seeing on that stock is definitely oversold. It's definitely oversold. Adani Ports and Special Economic Zones also reversed its opening gains, this minor uptick to 10% lower again. And it's also in oversold territory right now. When we say oversold, it's a technical term to just say the amount of volumes being traded on that stock is far above the 30-day average that we normally see on that stock. And in fact, technical analysts track certain barometers on the price on the lower end and the upper end. And right now, the stocks are just being hammered past the lower end. Adani Total Gas down about 10% as well. And now that's the 7th session that it's trending lower. Adani Transmission also down close to 10%. And in fact, all of them are in oversold territory.
Yes.
I think we track ACC and Ambuja as Adani Group stocks because of the acquisition, but the markets are not seeing them in the same capacity. So those are relatively insulated.
So it's still developing, but clearly, there are other stocks also that we'll be tracking the latest coming in from the market as well. But for now, as we can see, definitely in the red for the Sensex and Nifty. But it's a developing day. We'll wait and watch. And if there's any difference, that the video statement of Gautam Adani